the movement in the transverse plane, we can also look at the concept of isolation of that movement or integration of that movement with the surrounding joints. The really interesting part to explore is the relationship between the shoulder and the thoracic spine. So if I wanted to go into external rotation in an isolated manner, the wall is so helpful for this because it's going to keep my thoracic spine lined up the way that I set it, and then I can go into cactus external rotation, or hands to the back of the head external rotation, or arms overhead with a really nice external rotation. But if I want to integrate my shoulder movement with my thoracic spine movement, I can do things like come to lunge at the wall and then do those same variations. I'll show you from the side, where we would bring ourselves into cactus, but then let the thoracic spine drop back into extension and the head can lift. We can bring the hands to the back of the head. We can take the arms up overhead and really externally rotate and drop back. Okay, so that would be integrating external rotation with thoracic extension, which feels awesome. The other way that we can do this is with internal rotation. So same thing. If I want to just isolate my shoulder movement, I can stabilize the spine using the wall. I can internally rotate the shoulders and just see how far I get with that movement. As soon as I start to go into spine flexion with internal rotation, I get that extra movement. Integration, using more than one joint, you're always going to get that greater range of movement. Like that. Okay, so the pose that I like to integrate that into, one of which is a forward bend, so I'm going to internally rotate my shoulders and then start to drop forward and let the spine round forward as well. I'll tuck my head a little bit to emphasize that, and then roll up. Release and open. Good. Same thing can be done in child's pose. So if I wanted to go down into child's pose, I can internally rotate from, well, let's start with just my shoulders, internally rotate, bring the hands down, and then I'm going to go into child's pose so that I start to get spine flexion, so I'm integrating. Like that. All right, so that's our exploration of integrating the movement of the shoulder rotation with the shape of the thoracic spine into either flexion or extension.